The following program is brought to you by CALU.
Last week, high school students couldn't wait to get into the CALU Convocation Center. It looked like they were trying to get the best seat at a rock concert. They were dressed in costumes. They had cheering sections. They even took selfies with a rock star.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. But it wasn't a rock concert. They were rushing to see a competition between teams with names like the Steel Dragons, the Warbots, Girls of Steel, Biohazard, and the Titanium Titans. And some of them were actually excited to be working
Because it was the Greater Pittsburgh Regionals.
of the first robotics competition hosted by CALU. Welcome to the campus of CALU. I'm your host, John Klein.
On January 4th,
48 teams of students representing high schools, youth organizations, and 4-H clubs from Western Pennsylvania, several other states in Canada, were given kits to build robots that will compete in the first robotics competition. Each team designed, built, and programmed a 120-pound robot to compete on a court designed to test their skills. Worldwide, more than 2,700 teams from 17 countries built robots to also compete in the nearly 100 first events like this one. Here's a little taste of the competition.
46 red, 76 blue. As we continue on in this semifinal match, Officer Rocco clears the truss for an additional 10 points on the Blue Alliance. Atlas gaining control of their team's ball. Team Thrust attempting to gain control. The truss is cleared by the Red Alliance. Delphi Elite launching that ball.
Pretty cool, huh? The game is probably a little unfamiliar to you. Every year, First Robotics creates a new game for a new challenge to students. This year's game is similar to a 3-on-3 basketball game. It's called Aerial Assist and is played by 2 alliances of 3 teams each. Teams contribute 1 robot each to compete. The robots compete on a 25 by 54-foot field. The court is divided into 3 segments. It begins with the pre-programmed autonomous segment. Then the students take over. Teams get 1 point for a score in the low goal box, 10 points for a score through the high goals. Robot assists over the mid-court truss get big bonuses. Got it? Let's take a look at a whole match. Now remember, these students built these robots themselves with the help of professional adult mentors.
3, 2, 1, go! Kicking off the last of our semifinal matches in autonomous mode. All 6 robots moving into position to automatically score. Blue Alliance puts several points on the field. Red Alliance returns the favor, starting us out into teleoperated mode with only 25 points separating these 2 alliances. 55 on the Blue Alliance, 30 on the Red. PCCR's robot, Officer Rocco, launching over the truss for 10 points. Red Alliance now starting their cycles. Player from SWAT moving the ball into the field. SWAT's robot going to recover the ball. Blue Alliance launches the ball over the truss for an additional 10 points. Red Alliance returns the favor, putting 10 points on their side as well. 15:01 and 7:71 tussling for control of the Blue Alliance ball. Atlas clearing the ball off of the field through the low goal, moving us to a score of 41 red, 97 blue. Officer Rocco, driven by PCCR, looking for an opportunity to do what they've continued to do this entire match, over the truss for 10 additional points. Delphi Elite looking to tip. Oh! Delphi Elite tipped over by its alliance partner, no longer on its wheels. 13 seconds left in this match. 15:01, looking for a scoring opportunity, fires, rebounds off the top of the goal. Coming down to the end with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First was founded by inventor Dean Kamen 25 years ago to inspire young people to be science and technology leaders. You may know Kamen as the inventor of the Segway, but he's invented a long list of robotics and medical devices that have changed lives all over the world. FIRST is an acronym for Foundation for Inspiration and Recognition of Science and Technology. The FIRST Robotics Competition, or FRC, is one of 4 FIRST programs and was designed to be the varsity sport for the mind for high school students. The FIRST Robotics Competition had its inaugural event in 1992 with 28 teams competing at a high school gymnasium in New Hampshire. Its purpose is to give high school students an opportunity to learn the skills needed today in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, also known as STEM, in a way that is fun, self-directed, and pays off with a sports-like competition. It takes knowledge, planning, teamwork, and the ability to learn how to solve your own problems. 25 years later, FIRST offers 4 programs for students in grades K through 12 and has spread to more than 80 countries with more than 350,000 students on 32,600 participating teams in the 2013-14 season. There are more than 3,500 sponsoring companies. The founder of FIRST, Dean Kamen, is considered a rock star among the hundreds of thousands of people in the FIRST community. He recognized the need for scientists, engineers, and inventors, so he started FIRST to encourage the next generation.
FIRST was set up to model the best of what sports is. It's exciting. You never know what's going to happen till the end. There's double elimination tournaments. It's aspirational. You have to work hard to get on a team. And then the team all works together to go to an event like this. And there's no quizzes and no tests. And there's just bring the school band, bring the mascots, bring the cheerleaders. Everything that is so enticing to kids about the world of sports, that it's all encompassing, that it's a celebration. We brought all of that, except the content in this case is they developed the muscle hanging between their ears. They developed a muscle that can give them career options they never even thought about. I mean, the real difference, the only difference between our sport and all the others is this is the only sport where every kid on every team can turn pro. My little company with 500 engineers, I've got 100 openings. Most of the big tech companies in this country are desperately looking for people. We do not have a job shortage. We have a skill shortage, and that will be solved by kids that embrace science and technology at an early age, develop the passion that you see among these kids here. They leave FIRST, even after one season. They leave here believing science, engineering, math is every bit as accessible as any other sport they've ever done, except it could lead to careers.
Thanks, Dean. When we return, we'll show you another competition, talk to the Dean of CALU's Science and Technology School, and meet some more of the FIRST Robotics competitors. In fact, let's take a walk through the busiest spot in the building, the pits, and meet some of the competitors right now.
So this is our Robot Atlas. It can pick up this big ball from the ground and then shoot it into the low goal. So right now our programmers are testing out the autonomous, which is when the robot is moving without the drivers controlling it.
We'll be back with more FIRST Robotics presented by CALU. Welcome back to FIRST Robotics. I'm John Klein. When Dean Kamen came up with the idea for FIRST Robotics, he had several goals, but sparking the interest and enthusiasm of young people was the most important.
We work hard to make it as exciting as it is. That's why we have the DJs. That's why we have everything we do is here literally to compete for the hearts and minds of kids. We've got to awaken in these kids a sense that you're not entitled to this high standard of living. You have to earn it, like every generation before you. And I think FIRST helps them do that.
We have a FIRST-based program in every grade level, from preschool all the way until grade 12.
I'm amped up. Yeah. We figure the simpler the design, the more effective you can, and consistently you can do the same task.
Our team actually stayed later last night and helped the 8 teams that weren't ready for inspection get ready for inspection.
It was my first hands-on experience with robotics, so I just fell in love with it.
One of the things that's really important about FIRST is that they want you to work together with other teams.
First Robotics chose CALU because CALU shares Dean Kamen's enthusiasm for encouraging excitement in robotics and STEM careers in general. In fact, CALU has the only 4-year mechatronics degree program in Pennsylvania. The Dean of the Everly College of Science and Technology, John Callis, is excited about what he's seeing.
I wish I had this when I was in school back in the early 50s. This parallels in what we do at the university. We have our internship programs and co-ops, and it's fantastic that they can incorporate these STEM skills into a technology piece, a robot. We do the same thing at the university. From 2010, we'll look at 2010 to 2020, we're looking at around 54 million jobs, new jobs and replacement positions. And within those new jobs and replacement positions, they're going to be all STEM related, very, very heavily STEM related. And we're moving forward. One thing about the United States, we've always been the pioneer of moving forward with technologies. We provide a solid academic program, and then we provide that experience, the internships, the co-ops, the research. We have faculty doing in-house research with corporations using students. It's unbelievable.
Thanks, John. Check out CALU's Mechatronics and Robotics program by logging on to calu.edu. Now it's time for another competition.
3, 2, 1, go! And this is the beginning of finals match 1 here in Pittsburgh as Blue Alliance puts one through the hot goal. Up top, Red Alliance responds with one in the top high goal. The score, 65-50, Red out in front. There's collisions in the white zone right off the bat. And now Team Sharp of the Red Alliance trying to prevent the Blue Alliance Atlas 1501 from getting that human player station loaded. And now, 26-41, that's PCCR. They've put one over the truss for Blue Alliance. 1501 Atlas. They're trying to get that game piece in possession. Both Alliance with 2 assists on the board. Red still with the advantage. And now PCCR puts one over the truss. 1501 gets the best from their Alliance partner, Robotics. Red Alliance puts one over the truss. And now 1501 with that ball in possession. Both Red 45-47, that's Westy Tech playing defense. And Blue puts another one through the high goal with 2 assists. 106-101. Blue trying to make the comeback here in finals match 1. You've got 15 seconds on the clock. Blue Alliance trying to put one over the truss, and they do. 8 seconds. 2 assists on the board for Red. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Up next, we'll have another first competition. We'll meet some more fascinating kids in the pits, and we'll talk to another exciting technology professor from CALU. Right now, let's meet the robot doctors.
Yeah, we only had 6 weeks to put this together, and we spent the first week just strategizing. One of the things that's really important about FIRST is that they want you to work together with other teams. Work as an alliance to create the biggest success that you can. So we wanted a robot that's compatible with that mindset.
Although they are competitors, all of the teams help each other solve problems in an effort to keep with gracious professionalism, an important part of FIRST. Gracious professionalism teaches teams to compete like crazy, but to treat each other with respect and kindness in the process. One team in particular considers themselves to be the robot medics, and they help solve teams' problems, even though they are trying to win. We'll be back with more FIRST Robotics presented by CALU. Welcome back to FIRST Robotics presented by CALU. Remember, 48 teams built and programmed robots and competed for 2 days at CALU. There were 64 matches on Friday and 24 on Saturday for a total of 88 matches. And FIRST Robotics keeps the events moving with matches happening back-to-back all day long for 2 days. It's a double elimination tournament, and even if you lose, your team can still be selected to help teams that advance further. Let's take another look at another competition.
3, 2, 1, go! right, Pittsburgh. This is regional finals match 2 as Blue Alliance quickly gets off to a fast start. Red Alliance as well. It's 75-50 with Red out in front early on in autonomous and now teleoperated. These robots are going to be everywhere. These robots are going to be fast. These robots are going to want to win. 45-47 of the Red Alliance. That's Westy Tech. They load up. So does PCDR of the Blue Alliance. And now, Team Sharp receives the pass in the middle zone. They're going to launch it over. They get it over the truss. 26-41. PCCR launches it over the truss. The Robo Bees with the ball. They line up. They shoot. They score. 3 assists on the board. 125-71. Red out in front. PCCR grabs another game piece from the human player station on the red side of the field. They launch it over the truss. They've got 1 assist on the board. Here comes Atlas picking it up. 54 seconds on the clock. They back up, they line up, they shoot, it bobbles, it comes back out. Oh, the robots now in the blue zone. Robo Bees races down, trying to beat PCCR to get the pass from their Team Sharp. The Robo Bees and PCCR having a pushing and shoving contest. And Westy Tech has a ball in possession. Atlas is trying to prevent the pass to Team Sharp. Both alliances with 1 assist. 7 seconds. 5, 4, over the truss. 2, 1.
Congratulations. CALU is happy to host First Robotics because it ties into CALU's mechatronics program. Jennifer Wilburn is an associate professor in the Department of Applied Engineering and Technology. And Jennifer loves First Robotics.
It's actually a perfect relation to the CALU mechatronics program. I mean, mechatronics in its essence is mechanical engineering mixed with electrical engineering, mixed with controls engineering, mixed with computer science. So we put all those things together to create something like a robot that solves a problem. It is a lot of fun. California University is a partner school with Siemens, and so one of the things that we've done is to organize the mechatronics engineering technology degree around the level 1, 2, and 3 Siemens certifications for mechatronics.
Thanks, Jennifer. As Jennifer said, having a Siemens certification is a significant accomplishment for CALU. It signifies to potential employers and companies looking for interns that CALU produces students and graduates who know their stuff. Jennifer's happy, but more importantly, so are the people who make the decisions at CALU. Here's Acting President Geraldine Jones and the Provost, Bruce Barnhart.
We put this together because we have a wonderful team of individuals here at the university, here in our convocation center, and anytime we have an opportunity to have high school students here on campus for an exciting time like this, we pull out all the stops to make it a very successful event.
Oh, it's a wonderful opportunity to showcase what we do with mechatronics and to get students excited about mechatronics and STEM in general. This is just what it's all about. They call this the varsity sport of the mind, and it's great to see the fans. I mean, they even brought mascots and folks in light-colored T-shirts. It's a great atmosphere.
Thanks. Dean Kamen told you that the competition was designed to be like a sports event, but to tell you the truth, I think it's a combination of sporting event, a rock concert, and a dance party. While we were there, a spontaneous conga line broke out on the floor. Welcome back to First Robotics presented by CALU. A lot of people are wondering where they fit in, where they're going, and sometimes it's not easy to find that direction. First Robotics is designed to help them find that path, to provide a light that will guide them. After every competition season, First Robotics surveys the students, the schools, and the organizations to get the feedback on the program and what they can do to do better. Sometimes the surveys actually surprise them. Here's Patricia Dupre, First Regional Director, on the impact of the program.
The neat thing is that I didn't expect are the students who said, First gave me a voice. I was the nerdy kid who was quiet. I was the shy girl. But when I'm involved with First, everybody, they listen to my ideas. We might not always agree, but they listen to me. And some of these kids, they've never been listened to before. You know, they never thought of their ideas of having importance or having meaning, and then they get involved in this, and they're doing something that they use their brain and their intelligence, and it challenges them to think in different ways. They have challenging experiences with teamwork. You know, people think about how you learn teamwork. A lot of times it's through struggling through difficult situations, and they have difficult situations, and it's a very intense experience.
Thanks, Patricia. Every student needs to find that voice and find that direction. And when they do, they can take off and fly with the best. Now, let's get back to the fun. Here's our final championship competition.
3, 2, 1, go! Ladies and gentlemen, this is Finals 3 as Atlas for the Blue Alliance puts one through the hot goal. And Team Sharp of Red puts one through the hot goal. Robotics put one through the hot goal. It's 70-55 in favor of the Red Alliance. Atlas and Team Sharp quickly off to pushing and shoving in the middle of the field. And here comes 41-50. That's the Robotics. They're playing defense on Westy Tech as a blue game piece comes over the thrust. Out of play to the human player. It comes back out. And now Robo B scores in the high goal for the Red Alliance with 2 assists, putting them up 100-65. Blue Alliance with 2 assists on the field. They shoot, they score while moving. Atlas with the moving score. And now there's some pinning. Red Alliance trying to get the game piece. Sharp picks it up. It hits the thrust and comes right back. Blue Alliance with 1 assist. Atlas trying to pick up another game piece that came over the truss. Team Sharp puts one over the truss and was almost caught by the Robo-Bays. Atlas with the ball from their alliance. Human player, Red Robo-Bays puts another one. 3 assists. Red Alliance, here's Sharp. They load from the player station. 25 seconds. They shoot while moving. It goes over the truss. Blue puts one over the truss. And now Atlas trying to get that game piece as Team Sharp has one for the Red Alliance. 1 assist for both alliances. Sharp shoots off the top and back. And it's caught in the blue. And Atlas shoots. They miss. They have 2 assists as Red has 1. We've got 1 second.
Congratulations. Today, over 3,500 companies sponsor First Robotics, including Google, the Heinz Endowments, and the Grable Foundation. Dean Kamen founded First 25 years ago. We asked him about the impact of First on the kids and if he ever follows up on them. I think he likes the results.
Oh, do I follow them? I hire them. You got to remember, a whole generation of high school. It's only 4 years. So by the end of the 4th year of the first one, these kids have now gone into college and they're starting to graduate. They come back to be mentors at the schools they were at, and they go to work with the companies that were supplying the mentors, because they got to meet these people. So all of a sudden, you've developed a supply chain of talented, passionate kids. At DECA, at my day job company, which has 500 engineers, I don't get to put a team on the field because we invent the game. We'd be cheating. But we get to know the kids because I travel to these events. Well, after 6, 7, 8 years of First, all the kids would be graduating from college and we'd get their resumes. Hey, Dean, I'm a mechanical engineer, I'm an electrical engineer, I'm a systems engineer, I'm a controls engineer, I'm a biomedical engineer. We do all our recruiting from kids that are coming through First. A, because we know them. B, because they gave back. It's just a win-win for the corporate sponsors. It's a win-win for the universities. It's a win-win for the kids. This year, 2014, we handed out kits to 29,000 schools. We have teams from 81 countries. We have 66 cities holding regionals around the United States. Little cities, New York, Detroit, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Jose, Cleveland, Seattle, Houston, Orlando, Dallas. I mean, 66 cities, and I'm happy to say that now at CALU, we have a nice home for a great, I hope, long run of regionals that will fulfill the needs of the local population.
Thanks, Dean. I think FIRST Robotics has inspired a lot of people on career paths that they never even knew were there. All it took was a robotics kit, some mentoring, and some hard work. And it lit a fire that will never burn out. It's paid off for a lot of kids. Look into FIRST and the CALU Mechatronics program. I'm going to leave you with the awards ceremony. For more information, please visit www.usfirst.org. And more information about the CALU Mechatronics program, visit calu.edu. Good night, everybody.
Horsepower. Team thrust. The hard work of the hard Vulcan Robotics. Creativity and action. CIA. Ant Robotics. Biohazard. Robotics. Sharp. The Robobees. WestyTech.
Join us in congratulating Simran Parwani, join us in congratulating Sylvia Lee from Team 3504.
The preceding program was brought to you by CALU.